Previously on TV Tuners.
Swanson, where'd your arms go?
This TV guide is written in Aramaic.
Now that I have control of all of the banks, the money belongs to me.
Let me be clear. Kiorein is an enemy of the United States.
I'm telling you guys, I didn't do it. I swear. You gotta believe me.
Bang! And now, TV Tuners continues.
Hi there, folks, and welcome to TV Tuner, a podcast for the true fanatics. It's a weekly dive into the latest in TV news and reviews. I'm your host, Swanson. With me, as always, is my co-host and ancient inoculated vampire, Stairmaster.
I am the Baron.
I meant emancipated. What's the word for when you haven't
Initiated.
Initiated? Yeah, there you go. I'm good with words.
I'm a string boy.
Yeah, you're all skin and bone practically.
How I?
And with us, as always, is our other co-host and my familiar, Kiorein.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey,
Kiorein.
don't get too familiar now. Ha, ha, ha.
I thought I was a full-fledged, vampire.
Not yet, pal. You gotta earn it.
How long is that gonna take?
Well, whenever I feel like it, man. Jeez.
Okay, whatever.
Golly. Always with the nagging this familiar. Nag. You ever have a familiar? And all they do is nag?
Well, I
My
can't have a
man
familiar
knows.
because
Look
I'm
at him.
not
He laughing. He laughing because he know.
Yeah, that guy gets
you
it.
listen to the podcast right now. We're talking
Yeah,
about
you get it. What were you saying? Nago Rain?
Oh, that's very
got
dangerous.
him. Oh, owned him.
I can't have a familiar because I'm not a vampire.
That's right, you're my familiar.
So I can't relate to that joke in any way. Thanks a lot.
Right.
You're right. All right, well, I guess it's time to make you a vampire then.
Actually,
You must suck.
did you brush your teeth, man?
No, I haven't done that for centuries.
Hold on. Do vampires need to brush their teeth?
I don't think.
I don't guess
maybe
they're gonna have garlic breath otherwise.
Wow.
What? They don't eat garlic.
In fact, they're very opposed to garlic, from what I've heard.
No, you've heard the wrong sources, man.
It turns out vampires are actually opposed to onions.
Well, they are very similar in appearance.
Yeah.
It's a very easy mistake to make if you're stupid.
I mean, the Lost Boys had it right. None of that shit about garlic or like crosses actually matters.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care about that.
What does matter is Kiefer Sutherland, and he's not in the show that we
Yeah.
talked about this week.
He is in the Lost Boys though, and
Yes,
he's fine in that.
That's a joke.
I just
Well, I
wanted to
guess
make
that's-
sure everyone knows that Kiefer Sutherland is fine in that movie.
Unlike 24, where he's daddy.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I don't know about that. Torture daddy.
If you got thoughts on whether he's daddy or not, chime in on hashtag TV Tuners.
Use the hashtag Kiefer Daddy. We'll
Daddy
give a
Sutherland.
glance. Or the hashtag Daddy Sutherland, your pick.
Yeah,
I feel
whichever
like he's
one
more
gets
of
on
a-
trending is going to be the official one, I think.
Yeah, I think he's more of a zaddy, personally.
Hashtag Dad Tuners.
Maybe we
Or
should
TV
rebrand.
Dad. TV Daddy. All right, anyway.
I think we get more listeners with that title.
Probably, but it wouldn't be applicable to what we talk about.
It
Well,
might be the wrong listeners.
Fun fact,
Yeah.
we get paid $2.50 per every utterance of the word daddy. And by which I mean $2.50.
Yeah, and that's usually just by someone who throws it at us. Anyway, what'd you guys watch this week?
Oh, I watched Who Am I? Starring Jackie Chan.
Did you figure out who he was?
Oh, that's the thing. I watched the American version and they re-edited it. So the scene where you find out who Jackie Chan is, it's at the beginning of the movie.
Oh, boo.
And you know what? Harvey Weinstein was behind it.
Yeah, what a crime.
So now I know how his
clearly his worst feat.
Now I know how his other victims feel.
Oh no. That seems like why would you do that? That's like going to see Horton Hears a Who, and you figure out why he hears a who at the beginning.
I don't know, and they cut back on like a bunch of the first act as well. Like there's an extended road rally scene that gets cut to pieces, and it's like 10 seconds long in the American version.
Like imagine going to see Memento, and the beginning of the movie is just, oh yeah, he has memory loss.
Well, I think that's the one thing they're very clear on in Memento, is that he has memory loss.
Oh no, they just tell you everything about his memories.
Oh, okay.
And then you slowly watch him forget it all.
Yeah, have you ever seen a Jackie Chan movie?
I've seen Jackie Chan's adventures.
That's valid.
Wait, you haven't seen Rush Hour?
No, I've seen Rush Hour.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've seen an entire Rush Hour.
Well, hold on, Kiorein. Did you understand the words that were coming out of his mouth?
Nope, not a word.
Oh.
How does Rush Hour hold up anyways? Has it aged well like Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2?
I'm going to assume it hasn't aged well.
Yeah.
There were a lot of weird racial politics in that movie.
Yeah, I saw it before it was able to age, I think.
As opposed to Bad Boys sexual politics, like that one bathroom scene with what's his name? The not Will Smith guy.
Martin Lawrence?
Yes.
Well, Kiorein, what did you watch this week?
Here we go again.
You watched Kenan and Kel?
Yeah. No, I just don't like being grilled on what I watched this
feeling
week.
Very comfy, in a comfy nostalgia sort of mood. So we just binged Nick at Night VHS re-recordings.
I can't wait to hear your thoughts on My Cousin Skeeter. Does that hold up?
Wait, is that like a Doug spinoff?
No, it's an. I hope that's the name. It's the one with the puppet. Am I the only one who remembers this? Is it my? It's not My Cousin Vinny. That's a movie.
Does it have Danny DeVito in it?
No, My Cousin Skeeter was a. Oh, I gotta look it up, but
well,
I'm pretty sure that's the
you
name
got
of
the
it.
name right, apparently.
Okay, yeah, it was a puppet with the his cousin was a puppet, and everyone else was like live action humans.
So it's sort of like Alf.
Yeah, it was like Alf if Alf was like
a puppet.
You're like re-putting the memory of the show in my head.
Yeah, it might have never existed. I just willed it into existence. It's hard to tell. Huh?
But why? For what purpose would you do this, Swanson?
For everyone to remember this show that I somehow have fond memories of, I guess.
Did this show bring you joy in your life?
I just remember it for some reason. I just remember that Cousin Skeeter burped, and when he burped, the microphone or the camera shook.
Oh, God.
Because of the power of the burp.
But it's a puppet. Why would he have strong burps?
I don't know. He just does.
How can he talk if he's a puppet? You ever think about that?
Whoa.
Well, I think the guy that has his hand up does the talking for him.
Mind blown.
See, that doesn't make sense, Stairmaster.
Huh?
If I put my hand inside of you...
I would have you speak for me.
Oh.
I would be unable to speak for various reasons.
Now it's making a lot more sense now.
Yeah, that tracks.
Let's not try it out right now.
Also, the song's theme song is an alternate version of a hit written by Missy Elliott. Fun facts.
Who?
Fuck off.
We're good friends.
Anyway.
So yeah, that's what I watched this week. My Cousin Skeeter.
Damn, what'd you think of it, Kiorein?
Bad.
Oh no. It surprisingly doesn't hold up?
Yeah,
Not at all.
Uncomfortable racial politics going on.
And that makes sense.
And I don't know, it just seemed kind of childish.
Well, it is a children's show.
Yeah, it seemed to be catered to an audience like below me. Not really suited to me.
Deal with the nature of good and evil more.
Yeah, it was very, very light on the philosophy.
Yeah, like Skeeter's a puppet, but he doesn't really talk about being a puppet and what that means for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they even mentioned one metaphysical concept throughout the entire series.
Is he a puppet, or is he the one free spirit on that show? Because it sounds like, from what you've told me, that might be the case.
Not explored within the show itself. You have to gather that yourself completely.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hopefully Keo can watch that show where that bully gets turned into a dog. Next.
And they were just way too scared.
Gary Busey movie?
No, that's the 100 Deeds or something like that.
Mm.
I think, is this another one I'm willing into existence?
There was a Gary Busey movie where he was a bully corporate executive and then he died and became a dog.
I mean, that's pretty much what happens in 100 Deeds. Actually, I don't remember if he dies or not. Yeah, he dies and becomes a dog.
They were just way too scared to kill off any characters as well. Like the plot armor in this show was just
yeah,
like
there were no stakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Skeeter not die a whole lot.
Like Skeeter never dies. You never think he's gonna die, and none of his friends do. It's just
They're
like
way too committed to the status quo. It's like the things are the same week in, week out.
yeah. I mean, it just gets into a rut really quickly. It's not satisfying at all.
Well, it sounds like a tune out for my cousin Skeeter.
That's right.
Well, I'm going to give a shout out one final time to Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. It had its series finale last week, and it was good. It was a good time.
Has that show ever killed someone off?
Say what, Kiorein?
Has that show ever killed someone off?
No. Actually, no. I don't think anyone has died on that show.
Mm.
Someone came close.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that makes it redeemable, I guess.
As long as someone is perilously close to dying, it's fine.
Were they hanging off a cliff?
No, they were hanging. They were about to fall into.
There was a fall involved, though.
There was a fall that was about to happen.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
There was a suggestion of a fall.
Yeah, and also there was a much more serious potential death.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a tune-in to me.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the news, huh?
No.
Oh, okay, so there was like this home invasion a few towns over from me.
I'm talking about the TV news.
Oh, okay.
No one cares about your life, Stairmaster. All right, well, Better Call Saul, that's one of our favorite shows here on the podcast. We all watch it.
Yes.
Is that the only show we all watch? Other than the Marvel stuff?
Not even that. I still haven't watched Punisher.
I guess we all watched
Luke
Bodyguard.
Cage Season 2. Yes.
All right, well, Better Call Saul won't be back until the year 2020.
That's a big yikes, sis.
Yeah, it means it's taking another year off. Sort of makes sense considering that Vince Gilligan is busy making a movie, but still.
Unacceptable.
I can't wait that long for more Saul Boy.
Jonathan Banks might not even be alive by then.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
We gotta give him some kind of, like, pipe that gives him life juice or something.
You mean an IV?
Like a blood pipe, like that one show we watched?
Yes.
A blood faucet?
Yeah, like a blood faucet.
Except, like, not for him to drink, but just, like, it's, like, juts into him.
So an IV?
Yeah, it's like a blood knife.
Like, almost like an IV, but
Prepare the
with
blood knife.
with a much bigger diameter on the pipe.
Like, put him in a bath of blood.
Prepare
as long
the
as we
blood
get, like,
knife
more...
for me.
As long as we get more blood into this man so he can live longer, it's fine.
Alright, I gotta go take my blood bath. Don't disturb me while I'm in the blood pool.
It might be adverse to your health.
Is that your Jonathan Banks voice?
That's right, Walter.
He sounds like an alien. Struggling with human speech. It's time for me to rejuvenate. First I rejuvenate.
Go now, Jesse.
My home planet needs me.
I will never forget you, though. Man.
Yeah. What a good time.
Yeah, so here's what we're going to do, boys. We're going to go down there to AMC.
Yeah, that's right.
We're going to go down to AMC. We're going to demand that they release Better Call Saul in May of this year.
And do a crossover with Rubicon.
Yes.
Even though, one, nothing has been filmed yet, and two, that show was long canceled.
Okay, one, they have all of this month to record it. So, checkmate there. And two, you can cross over with dead shows.
Let's make them bring back Deadwood.
They are.
Wow! That's great!
It worked! Wow! Power of positivity!
We willed it into existence.
Also, I want them to give Saul Goodman a black notebook that he can write the names of people down in, and
Oh!
they die.
And he calls it the good book.
No.
What's your problem with this idea, Stair?
Maybe
This sounds original and fresh. Wait a minute. Doesn't this sound like the thing that Di had on the Twilight Zone we watched last week?
Yes, it's exactly that.
You're right.
What a rip-off, Kiorein. Jeez. Can't believe you ripped off the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, let's just put Saul in space and have him hunt criminals for money. But he's also always perpetually down on his luck, despite being an unstoppable killing machine.
Alright. You know what? Netflix is looking for some cast members for its Cowboy Bebop live-action show. Let's just have the cast of Better Call Saul do that.
Oh, you could have Saul be that guy in the TV show. What's his name?
Huh?
Nobody remembers.
Yeah.
The cowboy guy who announced the bounties.
Well, Saul could clearly just be Spike. Don't you want to see Bob Odenkirk hitting
Yeah, I
all
want
those
to see
kicks?
Spike as a 50-year-old man.
A 50-year-old man who's like kind of short.
Yes, 5'3".
Yeah. Anyway, no confirmation yet, but there are rumors about that this is likely to be the final season of the show.
Oh,
really?
Are they going to call him Saul?
Well, he kind of did last time we saw him.
Yeah. But are they going to do that in the final episode?
What, he just finally calls himself Saul?
Oh,
we have a whole season after he says Saul Goodman?
No. I mean, someone else calls him Saul.
Oh.
Instead of
well, I'm sure someone will do that eventually.
I mean, like at the climax of the series, someone's going to do it.
Just calls him Saul? That's it?
Yeah.
It's just someone saying, Saul.
I'm pretty sure at the very last moment of the show, he's going to straighten his tie, look at the camera, smile, and say, I'm Saul Goodman.
He's going to look at the camera and say, I killed Jane.
Whoa.
Boom, boom. Executive
What a
producer
twist.
Ben Gilligan.
Alright, speaking of AMC, they're not done with another of their series.
Hell on
the most
Wheels.
popular one. Yes, that's right. Hell on Wheels is getting a spin-off. No, of course, no one cares about that.
The Trans-Siberian Railway
I'm talking
comes to
about
life.
I'm talking about The Walking Dead.
Oh.
Which is getting a third series, currently untitled, added to its...
Avoid The Walking Dead.
Hopefully
Beware.
that's the name of it.
Be cautious about The Walking Dead.
Run from The Walking Dead.
be careful in the proximity of The Walking Dead.
Protect yourself from The Walking Dead.
Do not wander close to The Walking Dead.
Keep a safe distance from The Walking Dead.
Okay, what if...
Get eaten by The Walking Dead.
Hear me out, okay? This is a series that is filmed live, and it's called Walking Dead in the Park.
Okay, I have an idea. We put them on an abandoned island, and we make them think they're on a reality show, and then we have zombies. We have people pretend to be zombies, and they don't know that it's... Wait, no.
Oh, and Jeff Probst.
I was trying to do a Truman Show thing, but I fucked it up from the outset.
And Jeff Probst is there, and it's called Survive the Walking Dead.
Yes.
I think someone's gonna die if you do that.
Well, yeah, that makes for great television.
Yeah, death is everyone's favorite part of reality TV.
Like actual live deaths on camera, where people realize that the thing they just killed was not a zombie, but just a person in makeup.
Well, how are they gonna know if they're dead?
Like, when you kill someone who's not a zombie, their death is going to be a lot different than a zombie's death.
Okay, hear me out here, guys. Running Man, like the reality show, like the show in Running Man, but it's The Walking Dead.
I need to explain this to Stara so he can understand.
No.
Okay, imagine someone stabs you, right? And you're like, oh god, I'm stabbed, oh no.
It's more like blood would just pour out of my mouth.
Yeah, I think at that point somebody would be like, oh, he wasn't a zombie, he was just a man.
Just a man, nothing more.
That zombie was really serious about me killing him.
Okay, sorry, Swanson, please continue.
Okay, we'll make him pretend to be vampires.
Well, that's not The Walking Dead, then.
Okay.
That's The Strain.
Okay.
It's a different TV show. Less popular.
No, that's on FX, isn't it?
I don't think it's on anymore.
Okay, I got it. Predator versus Walking Dead.
Oh.
I think they'd have a pretty easy time.
Yeah, this is the Predator just easily win.
Yes.
Oh, but then there's a zombie Predator, right?
No. Anticlimactic.
There's a zombie that wears a turtleneck so it can't be decapitated and has mind powers.
Oh,
what a deep dive. Or maybe like Alien versus Predator versus Walking Dead. And we get undead xenomorphs.
Alright, fine. Anyway, the AMC Network's president of ad sales, Scott Collins, had this to say. This allows us to come to the marketplace with completely uninterrupted Walking Dead universe content from post-Super Bowl Sunday to Thanksgiving.
Oh.
What a hell we live in.
Oh, no.
Anyway, the catch for this currently untitled Walking Dead series is that it will be built around 2 female protagonists.
Wow, girls!
Whoa, girls can kill zombies too!
Time for me to tune in to see this.
Yeah. And, we can look forward to The Walking Dead in perpetuity for years to come.
The Walking Dead show is actually a Walking Dead show.
Ah!
Whoa. Wait, hold on, Kiorein. Are you saying we're The Walking Dead?
Yes.
Whoa. That's groundbreaking.
That's right.
All right, well, let's move on to our last bit of news and perhaps the biggest. The streaming wars have officially begun.
Oh, God.
I'm
Disney
the first casualty.
Oh, no. Disney got him.
This is like the Battle of France after they sat around for like 3 months doing nothing.
Sure.
It's World War II. Read a book.
Anyway.
Fucking Philistine.
Disney released its launch date and pricing details for Disney Plus.
And?
It's launching November 12th, and it will cost $6.99, which is significantly less than Netflix.
Oh, God, but what does it have?
Remember that Sandlot show? That Sandlot show we talked about? It has that. So
Oh boy.
it has a show about Jeff Goldblum sort of wandering around the world.
I need something bigger.
How about all 30 seasons of The Simpsons? That's right.
I thought they were
Because
only
that's-
like 8 seasons or something of The Simpsons.
I think
What?
there's like 12 seasons and then it got canceled. But only
No, there's well, Disney's claiming that there's 30 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have like
So,
a
I don't know-
stockpile of seasons? Just
Yeah, I don't know if
lined
they're
up?
rushing through. Like, it sounds good. I mean, the show ended on kind of like it was like starting to get a little long in the tooth. But I could probably
Yeah.
see like a couple good seasons out of that.
Oh, maybe these seasons are like only 8 episodes long.
Yeah, I doubt they're like 24 to 25 episodes long. That would be ridiculous.
Yes. They can't have that many ideas left.
Like, yeah. Some would argue that having to have that many ideas for 9 seasons might have led to it ending quicker than it should have.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds promising. I think I trust the Simpsons people to do the right thing and make 30 solid seasons of programming.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there wouldn't be an episode where like they go to Italy and for some reason Sideshow Bob's there or something.
Or an episode where Marge makes out with Lady Gaga.
Yeah, or an episode where they're all Legos.
Or an episode where Peter Griffin murders Homer.
Yeah, that would be
none of that would happen.
preposterous.
Anyway, that's not all, of course, because Disney has Marvel programming.
I'm intrigued. What is in their inventory?
That's right. They have 3, count 'em, 3 Marvel shows in production.
Moon Knight.
You better say them so I can verify this number.
All right. They have one called this is the actual title,
Moon Knight.
WandaVision,
Oh.
which is a show about the Scarlet Witch and Vision.
Is this in the cinematic universe?
Yes, they're all in the cinematic universe.
Now I'm less interested.
Of course, there's a Loki television show, which
Ugh.
will presumably involve Loki doing Loki things.
Is it
Tom
called
Hiddleston
Loki?
have better things to do.
It's called Loki, yes. They're all called by their characters.
And the last one, of course, is Moon Knight.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
What the fuck?
What, did you expect Captain America to show up in this shit?
No, I thought... I want to see a Falcon show.
The Falcon's cool, I guess.
Uh,
Also,
He's fine.
everyone's there for the Winter Soldier.
also, weren't they bringing in Squirrel Girl at some point? I
No.
remember.
Why would anyone want Squirrel Girl?
I thought they announced who Squirrel Girl would be in the...
No. And also, I actually would like to see Squirrel Girl. In addition to that, there is a show called The Mandalorian.
Oh, my favorite part of the Marvel Universe.
It's a Star Wars show, of course, and it is there to be a program that is big and like Star Warsy, I guess, to let everyone know that Disney is not holding back. They're also doing a prequel to the prequel that was Rogue One,
Oh, no.
starring
A prequel?
Isn't
Yeah.
that just Revenge of the Sith?
It's the formative years of the rebellion with that guy who Diego Luna played.
Oh, not the interesting one that
No, but the robot's going to be there.
Forrest
so
Whitaker
that's-
played.
No, but the robot's going to be there, so that's something.
Ugh.
Hey, the robot was nice. I like the robot. Fuck you.
I'm just tired of all this.
I don't know what robot you're talking about. I haven't seen a Star Wars film in decades.
He's the one that goes, "Whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa."
My friend!
His name is like
Cassius Clay.
B9D8.
It's 8 equals D.
Anyway, in addition to all of that, there's of course other rumored programming like that Monsters Inc. show we talked about last week. Or wait, did we talk about that?
I don't want to talk about it.
They're doing a Monsters Inc. show.
Didn't they already?
And
Yeah, they
Huh?
already did one.
no,
I'm
they
pretty
did
sure.
they did a sequel movie.
There was no television series for Monsters, Inc. I've researched this thoroughly.
You're right.
Kiorein, as a huge fan of Monsters, Inc., knows his
I like
details.
that guy with the eyeball, my friend, Michael.
You mean the one that goes...
Yeah.
Woo?
My favorite Star Wars robot is 2B. She fine.
Agreed.
There's also a High School Musical series for those that would like that. In addition to numerous other things. It looks like Disney Plus is ready to roll.
I guess this is the future of everything. Will you be able to watch Lion King on it?
Yes.
The new one or the old one?
Well, the new one eventually, I'm sure. What, are you expecting it to come out the same time it's in theaters?
No, I want to watch the old one. I don't give a shit about the new one.
Well, I also said you could watch the old one.
No, yeah, but you weren't very...
Why are you asking me? I'm not Disney.
Oh.
I like how the new one has just animals walking around regularly.
I like the idea...
poke a line with a stick until it does what it wants.
I like the idea of the new one, which is... Yeah, you remember how cool and colorful that was? No color than this one.
It's just
this is realistic, so it's beige and like sepia tone.
No dancing.
That's just not realistic. Animals in the wild very seldom dance.
It's true. I saw a picture of like the rendering of Scar in this one, and it just looks like a lion. It's like, oh, cool.
They all look like lions.
They're just it just looks like a normal lion. Like there's nothing sinister about this lion, other than the fact that it's a lion.
You're saying you don't trust lions?
I mean, even if a lion was trying to murder me, I would still think it was kind of majestic. Yeah. In between me going, oh fuck!
Also, it's weird to call it live action when there's not a human at all in any of the Lion King.
Yeah, it's almost like they're just trying to get around some legal contracts.
Yeah. It's almost like they like money and think they can make a lot of it by doing this.
No. Swanson.
What, no one would nostalgically go and see this dumb movie? It's clearly a cash grab.
Look, I'm a little offended that you're gonna say, oh, this giant corporation wants to make money. That's just jaded, Swanson.
I'm pretty sure it's like they're trying to avoid royalties or something for the original Lion King by remaking it.
How would that work?
I don't know. You don't expect me to know things on TV tuners.
It's true.
I vaguely remember reading something like that before, but I have no idea if that's the case or not. Either way, I'm just really disgusted that you people just don't believe in art and think that this is some kind of capitalist thing. That's just...
Oh yeah, by the way, did you know that Disney owns like 35% of the entertainment industry?
Well, yeah, they just bought Fox.
Yeah.
Which is how they got The Simpsons.
Do we have antitrust?
No.
No, none of that. We have trust.
Yeah, we just trust the companies to do the right thing.
We have trust that I'm going to make some money. Fat stacks. Making fat stacks.
Really, though? 33% almost?
35.
35%.
Yes. That is the correct number.
That really, really should be illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's going to stop them, though?
You? Are you going to stop him, Kiorein?
Yes. Yeah, Kio.
Listen, I can't confirm or deny whether or not I'm going to stop them for legal reasons.
It's time for revenge. Let's attack aggressively.
Oh.
Stair, we can't release that.
Remember, kid, just kill.
Yeah,
right.
Don't get dead!
So, yeah, Swanson, I didn't want to tell you this, but I guess it's just kind of out in the open now. Stairmaster and I are terrorists who are gonna...
We're third world Maoist. We're going to destroy the American aristocracy. And liberate.
Look, you guys probably shouldn't say this on the podcast in case this actually happens, the Stairmaster.
No. Yeah, I might.
Yeah, there's a very likely chance.
Yeah, on betting websites, they have the odds at 1 in 5.
Yeah, and they say that's extremely
Our sponsor,
likely.
betdsi.com.
Anyway, yeah, go over and bet on whether or not you think Stairmaster is likely to become a terrorist.
That's got live in-game wagering, so if you feel like my odds of doing something have gone down, you can change it for only a small fee. Use our promo code TVTune.
And remember,
now
guys,
let's start the show.
Lock the gates! All right.
Remember, guys, there's a fun and active community that you can engage with anytime you like.
It's not just filled with gamblers. All right, well, it's time for a new segment that Kiorein has not told me any details about. Hit the theme, Stairmaster.
Yes, Swanson is correct. I did not reveal any information about this for security reasons.
Oh.
Okay.
Welcome to the Clandestine Minute.
The lights are dimming.
Yo, who's doing that?
Why is this room getting smoke-filled?
Did you hire someone to start a fog machine?
What?
No further questions will be asked about the fog.
The shadows have become so fuzzy.
Now, I have here a folder containing some very vital information.
On us?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it seems like most episodes there's some vital information on us, so I'm relieved.
This information pertains the world of television.
That's what we talk about.
And if it is revealed, there will be dire consequences.
Is it another streaming service?
No. Have you been briefed on the upcoming release of the final season of Game of Thrones?
Yes, we got the presser.
Yeah. Numerous times.
Here in this document, I have all of the details of the upcoming season. Who will die? Who will prevail? Who will sit on the Iron Throne?
I don't know if I want to know all of that, Kiorein. I kind of want to watch it unfold.
That is correct. These are spoilers.
Can I take a peek? Let me see.
Go ahead.
That's someone's penis.
Correct.
Oh man, is it Tyrion's?
I can't tell.
I feel like you would know.
You didn't let me
Tyrion's.
see. Yeah, it would be like a foot long.
Gentlemen, if my demands are not met, these spoilers shall be released unto the public.
What? You'll make people on message boards upset.
Numerous times.
Correct.
What do you want?
At each other's throats. Mass bloodshed.
That's right. Now, shall we begin negotiations?
What do you want?
I want...
And also, what do you expect from us?
Yeah, we don't have a lot to offer, to be fair.
Why aren't you talking to HBO?
I was told that you have vast resources at your disposal.
We got 40 listeners.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the week.
And the TV show we're watching. And sometimes if I'm on or not.
It appears as though my associates have given me false information about this recording process.
Also, Keo, you are here with us every day when we record. How do you not...
It's almost like you've been set up.
A setup?
It's almost like it's time for you to meet the Reaper.
Whoa, is this a twist?
Have you been behind this the entire time?
Yes, I gave you that dossier. I knew that you would make this mistake. Look it closely and you'll see that it is spoilers for the books, not the television show.
Unbelievable. It's true. But how?
Your standing in our organization is going to be ruined after this. And my faction will take dominance over it.
That's what you think, Stairmaster. For I set up this entire segment. Neither you nor Kiorein were aware the entire time that I am the true mastermind.
This is a truly stunning development.
Look under your chair. That's right. It's incriminating photos of you at a party, dancing.
How salacious.
Everyone knows you're terrible at it.
Swanson.
Well, I already have no dignity, but
does that mean that
like I do?
Does that mean we are allies?
No. Don't you see? He's playing us both against each other. We have to strike now against him. We have to. Oh, okay. Get him, Kiel.
All right, I got my knife.
Oh, Jesus! I just meant like maybe we rough him up a bit.
No.
Oh, shit! Oh, fuck.
What?
Oh, God. Oh, God, he's bleeding everywhere.
Do you think we deal with this with just like, oh, yeah, we're not happy with you. We're going to, like, punch you a couple times? What?
I've recorded everything.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're going to release this to the public.
I forgot we were recording a podcast.
So everyone knows what happened here.
It's a good thing we recorded the segment.
The police are on their way. You're doomed.
It's a good thing we recorded the segment last and out of order, so the rest of the episode won't be impaired.
Yep.
Oh, no, he's dead.
This is going to be really interesting to see how it plays out.
Yes.
And that was whatever Keo's segment was.
I'm excited to see. Have seen.
Yeah, there you go, pal. Yeah, what a good time.
So what's up next?
Anyway, it's time for another segment, classic, if you will. It's called What's On? Hit the theme, Kiorein.
Bum 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 bum. What's on?
Huh. Little tune there. I like it. Anyway, for those uninitiated to the podcast before, What's On is a game where I give my friends here, Kiorein and Stairmaster, the titles of television episodes, upcoming TV episodes, and they have to guess what happens in these episodes.
These competitions get really heated.
Yeah, there's usually something at stake. Like this piece of steak that I have. It's cooked.
It's very pink.
That's how I like it.
You can have it.
It's called Rare Stairmaster. Very, very rare.
I just took it out of the freezer.
Well, you can have it then, Keo, if you're so passionate about it.
No, I don't want it.
Well, then Swanson can have it.
Well, someone's going to eat it, and it's going to be the loser. Anyway, as always, you can also guess the TV show if you're so inclined. Let us begin. This episode is called The Dark Knight.
Alright, so Batman is in town. Oh no. And everyone's excited, but he's actually really obnoxious and annoying.
I'm thinking like Batman shows up because there's a serial killer. And he's the world's greatest detective.
Okay. This is an episode of a new ABC drama called Station 19.
Oh, fuck off.
A blackout in Seattle creates dangerous situations throughout the city, and the members of Station 19 head out on calls, including locating a missing girl and helping a man on life support where every second counts. I don't know why you thought it would be an actual thing about Batman.
I didn't, but I had to make the joke.
I was gambling on it being a CW show.
Oh, come on. Batman doesn't show up in those.
Oh, well, Superman did. He showed up in Supergirl. Why can't you get Batman?
Too popular. Anyway, Well, I guess I'll give it to Stairmaster because I guess there could potentially be a murder during a blackout.
Mm-hmm.
What's that supposed to mean, Keo?
I'm not happy with the outcome. You just said who Batman is.
Kiorein. Huh?
Stair just said who Batman was, basically.
Yeah. Well, the judge is judge.
My word is final. All right. This next one is called Ohana.
Ohio?
Ohana.
All right, so the characters of the show go to, I want to say Hawaii for some kind of like vacation adventure or something, and it goes terribly wrong somehow.
Maybe they're going on vacation, but then something comes up and they have to learn how to deal with the hardships of life.
That's my idea.
No, your idea is they actually go on the vacation.
Oh, so they don't actually get to go on the vacation.
No. But they learn a lesson at the end, and they glow. They glow closer as a family.
Well, as anyone who's watched Lilo and Stitch knows, Ohana means family.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And of course, this is an episode of that great family show, Blind Spot, which is a NBC drama, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Not about families. The team faces a pestiferous foe. Zapata goes rogue with an old friend as Jane and Weller continue their search for the hooded figure. Now, it doesn't say it in here, but I'm pretty sure the person who goes rogue is in Hawaii, so.
You're pretty sure.
I've seen a still of this episode.
Oh.
Are they wearing one of those, like, what is it called, a lei?
Yeah, a lei.
It sounds like...
it's just sunny and it looks like they're in the, beach.
Well, I just want to say, it sounds like there's a lot of events that would get in the way of going on vacation.
Stop lobbying for your...
All right. Here's the next one.
Wait, who gets the point?
Saras.
Me?
I said Kyo gets the point.
Okay, I didn't hear you.
This next one is called K Sara Sara.
So a case of raw Syrah?
K, like porqué, Sara Sara. Have you not heard this phrase before, Stairmaster?
No, I have not.
I haven't heard it either. Is it a question?
No, it's a phrase.
So it says...
it's like Syrah Syrah, the Spanish version of Sirhan Sirhan?
No.
Yeah, what does it mean, Swanson? We're going to need some of your...
Well, if I told you what it means, then you'll understand it.
We're going to need some Swanson language tips here so we don't look ignorant, like stupid ignorance.
It pretty much means, like...
Don't say it.
No
don't
worries.
Say it. You gotta... Oh.
It's like Hakuna Matata.
Oh, I was about to say they were going to go down to Mexico and get kidnapped, but that sounds very counterintuitive to the title.
All right,
well, what's your guess then?
There's some men in town. That's all I got.
Oh, maybe it's the Day of the Dead and they're celebrating, but that one guy gets into hijinks.
There's some men in town and people are worried about it, but it's not a big deal.
I don't know. That's all I got.
Miles, Kara, and Rakesh finally come face-to-face with the elusive Henry Chase when the God account sends Miles Simon Hayes' name.
Oh, no!
This is, of course, an episode of God Friended Me.
That's still airing?
Of course, why wouldn't it be?
I thought the world was a little better of a place than it actually is.
So, that was... I don't think any of you... I don't know how to measure how close either of you came to that. I guess Kyo was right because there are men on this show.
Guns in town.
Yeah, and this Henry Chase guy is a man and he has shown up. So, yeah, all right, Kyo gets the point. Stairmaster, you are trailing, and that steak is looking ever so delightful. All right. This next one is called Lost Canary.
Okay, so they're coal miners, and there's a cave-in. And there's a A-plot and a B-plot between the people stuck in the cave and their wives. Family. Dealing with it. Someone has an affair.
Well, I was going to talk about a cave,
during the cave-in?
Yes.
It's a very convenient time to have an affair, Swanson.
I mean,
yeah, your husband is a good... Your spouse can't stop you. They're in a cave.
It's true. They'll never know.
All right, so someone has a pet canary that they keep in a cage, and the cage falls over, and the canary gets out and goes downtown and starts gambling.
What?
Ooh.
Okay.
Interesting. After being accused of murder and having her criminal past exposed, Laurel goes full black siren and teams up with an old criminal acquaintance, Shadow Thief, to go on a crime spree around Star City.
Oh.
This is an episode of Arrow.
Oh, that makes sense.
It metaphorically sounds like a cave-in being...
I don't know.
I feel like metaphorically it sounds like a canary has been broken loose and is going gambling.
Yeah.
Alright, well. There's only one left, and Stairmaster has no way of recovering from this.
You're going to eat that steak, Stair.
He has one way.
No. What, is it the suck?
No, you have to guess the TV show correctly.
Oh, okay.
And then you get 2 points. And
Okay.
you'll tie with Kiorein. And you'll
Easy.
both have to eat the steak.
Oh,
Easy.
no.
Alright. This episode is called Laid Bare.
Swanson, you're really good at picking these titles that are just extremely vague.
I think he did that on purpose, Keo.
Yeah, I'm complimenting how good he is at doing it. All right, so there's a man. He's got a secret, a very dark secret. He eats raw pumpkins.
Whoa.
And
Tim and the gang go to a nude beach this week on The Neighborhood.
And
crucial area.
He's got this bag, and he's carrying it around, and it rips open and pumpkins spill out of it and utensils. Everyone knows that he eats raw pumpkin, and he's really embarrassed. And he dives through a plate glass window.
I think if someone were to put together every time we've done this segment on the show, they'll notice that when Kiorein has an extensive advantage, he goes all in on the most ridiculous possible thing. Anyway, Stairmaster, you made a crucial mistake here, which is that you already knew that The Neighborhood had a very specific naming pattern for its TV episodes.
You're right.
No, this is not an episode of The Neighborhood.
Is there a nude beach?
Katie. Well, let's find out. Katie sees Sarah in a new light during her tumultuous first day of working at the nursing home. Nick makes a startling discovery in therapy while helping Enzo pursue a second chance at love. Ron and Patricia host an open mic night with a surprise performance from their past. This is an episode of a show we watched just a few weeks ago, The Village.
Oh no!
Is it bad that I don't remember who any of these characters are based off of their names?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't... None of that sounded familiar at all.
Actually, I'm pretty sure Nick is the vet because of therapy. That's the only reason I would know.
It's almost like they didn't even give us a chance to learn about these characters because they kept jumping between them really quickly.
Because they had 90 of them.
Yeah. Anyway, Stairmaster, looks like you get to eat this well-cooked steak.
No, I won't.
You must.
No!
Do it.
You eat it! Ah!
Oh, you...
Oh no, he's choking! Oh no, he's... Oh no!
I know the Heimlich
Oh no,
maneuver.
he's dead! He's dying!
I know the Heimlich maneuver, don't worry.
Wow, Keo's mere utterance of the Heimlich maneuver saved me.
Oh.
I'll save you! I'll punch it out. I'll stop the choking by punching you.
I already said I'm saved.
Clunk.
Get out of here.
Clink. Oh no, I killed him!
I'm not
That's a good
dead.
thing these... Oh.
Yeah,
it's just the sound I make when someone punches me in the stomach.
It sounded like a death rattle.
Yeah, I was saying...
Well, I'm glad everything turned out right.
I was saying he's going to die in the other segment, don't worry.
What?
Oh, okay.
What segment?
Huh?
Do you mean the recap segment? That's coming up right now?
Yeah, we don't... That's really the only segment we have left, Kiorein.
Yeah.
Oh, did we forget to do a segment, Keo?
Oh, sorry. We're recording it, out of order, so...
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll record it after. Okay. Moving on.
Yeah, I guess I'll just forget about this thing Keo said. Alright. let's talk about the show we watched this week, huh?
If you must.
Yeah, we must. This week we watched the adaptation of
spin-off.
I guess it is a spin-off, yeah. We watched What We Do in the Shadows, the spin-off of the 2014 movie made by Thor Ragnarok director Taika Waititi.
Yeah, when I realized there was already a movie with this exact title, I got very disenthused.
Well, it's the same. It's by the same people.
Arguably.
Arguably, he directs this episode. This first episode is directed by Taika Waititi.
Oh, okay. I guess that is a big argument.
Stair just got pwned with facts and logic.
I was broken upon the wheel of facts and logic.
Yeah, what an epic win for Swanson.
This is a win. This is a win for podcasters everywhere. Anyway, so we get this first pilot, this pilot episode here, and it's about vampires, and they're being all vampire-y.
They're being all vampy, you say?
Yeah, they're being like, "Hey, I'm a vampire. What's up?
I would like to suck."
Yeah, they meet. We get introduced to this guy Guillermo, who is the familiar of a man named Nandor.
But they don't seem very familiar.
No,
Nandor doesn't seem to know what he wants at all.
Yeah, I appreciate that he calls out the slave thing right off the bat, where he's like, "Yeah, being familiar is like being a slave, kind of."
That's right.
You get to have fun. This boy Nandor, he loves pillaging. He used to pillage all the time.
Pillaging. He doesn't seem to do much pillaging nowadays.
Yeah, I guess it's hard to pillage when you're in the new world.
It's kind of frowned upon in our new society.
Yeah, but apparently he just used to love it back in the day. So we get this meeting between the three vampires, one of whom is played by popular British actor Matt Berry of the IT crowd. Yeah,
he got that voice, you know.
Of the IT crowd, or the less transphobic Toast of London.
What's transphobic about the IT crowd? I never saw it.
It's creator.
Oh no.
Anyway.
That's canceled, sis.
Yeah. So we get this meeting where Nandor says he's going to read us. Well, first we get a bit where he says that he wants to meet in the library, and he calls everyone downstairs to tell them to meet in the library. Anyway, he wants them to. He says he's going to read a letter, but first there's a bit about he wants to make sure that they know not to leave half-drunk people around. And there's a lot
of bits in this show.
It's almost like it's a comedy show. It's weird.
What?
Yeah, I think they're trying to be funny.
I thought it was a gritty drama.
I thought it was a sensual romance story.
I guess in a way, part of it is, in a very strange way. Because there is a vampire couple, of course, who is Nadia and Matt Berry's character, Laszlo.
From the Bible.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
You mean Lazarus?
Yeah, I caught myself halfway through, but
Who could forget when Jesus resurrected Laszlo?
I'm sure there's someone in the Bible named Laszlo. Why else would...
I don't think Laszlo's a biblical name.
We'll never know for sure.
Laszlo's like a little monkey.
Oh, no.
The Bible's only monkey.
Yeah, like he goes to summer camp.
And there's like a platypus. Is that one of the characters?
Yeah, during the part of Jesus' life before he came back to Galilee. The missing years.
Where he went to Camp Laszlo. Anyway, so they get a letter from this guy who is the Baron. And the Baron, we learn two things about the Baron. He loves conquering and he loves wild sex affairs. There's a really good gag where we get
there is.
A talking head with Nadia where she says that she really doesn't want the others to know, but she and the Baron had a wild sex affair. And then we get one with Laszlo where he says he doesn't really want the others to know, but him and the Baron had a wild sex affair.
And he can't wait to see him again.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some good writing on this show.
The best part of
the end.
The best part of the show came when what's his name? Colin Robinson, that's right. The energy vampire showed up.
Oh yes, this is a terrifying concept.
The energy vampire, who looks just like a normal human and acts just like a normal human, is has no signs of actual vampirism. Instead, what he does is he just goes around and bores or enrages people and sucks them of their energy.
I like the bit where he says that he's unaffected by sunlight.
Yeah, I just love the face he makes when he's sharpening the pencil and he's clearly annoying people.
It makes me wonder why regular vampires don't kill these people on sight.
I mean, they probably can't. They're too powerful.
Yeah,
as Laszlo explains, his power grows by the day.
And he's the only one who can absorb, or they're the only type that can absorb the energy of other vampires.
Oh God, what a...
Which, as he describes it, is very cool. Yeah, this guy's sort of like the secret MVP of the show. He doesn't show up, whenever he shows up, it's like a good time.
He's got like 5% of the screen time.
But he makes it worth it, you know? Anyway, so Guillermo really wants to be a vampire, and he thinks that after a decade of service to Nandor that it'll finally happen.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
The end.
But before we get there, we'll continue to talk about the show. Anyway, so there's this really obvious gag where they need virgin blood to impress the Baron. So, you go to a LARP where virgins are.
What?
That was a fun gag.
I don't get it.
Live action role play.
I don't understand the joke.
Losers do it.
It's sort of like improv.
Yes. It's like a version
it's sort of like
improv.
Improv meets prop comedy.
It's like an improv where you roll the dice before you make a joke.
Exactly. Oh, we should do that.
Hold on, let me review the riff table.
Oh, I'm sorry, that joke didn't land.
Oh.
That was a glancing blow, I'm afraid.
Alright, I try to pivot to another subject. But that gives
All right.
the crowd an opportunity attack on me. Let me roll to dodge.
Oh, there's a heckler.
Oh, God.
Oh, he called you a mama's boy.
Wait, I'm going to use my reaction to try to make a joke and to distract them.
Oh, no, crit 1! You called the N-word!
Oh, my God, I can't believe it.
Oh, God.
Kieran, you've gone on a racial epitaphs spewing time.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think that's going to be the end of your character. You're in critical condition now.
Yeah, you're retired now, bud.
Do I get a saving throw?
All right, yeah, let's see it.
Oh, a comeback tour?
Wow, I can't believe
It
it.
works.
You apologized. You apologized thoroughly and honestly.
Oh, man. That's a relief. How many reputation points do I get back?
2.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
All right, well, I would play that game, actually. Anyway,
Well, let's start a Kickstarter.
Guillermo gets them to the mansion by promising them to see all of like these cool ancient weaponry that they all have at the mansion. One of them asks if they'll get to touch the sword, and I like this shot where it zooms in on Guillermo's face. It says, "Oh, you'll touch the swords." Laszlo and Nadia murder a person on camera. We get that as they're walking.
Yeah,
to the
that's
park.
very hardcore.
Yeah, they the person mocks them for their clothing because they dress down, which is still like Victorian wear. And they murder him in retaliation. And then his girlfriend gets like drenched in his blood. It's pretty brutal.
Who knew they were so touchy about their faction?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're not supposed to insult vampires.
Guess not.
There's a bit of a runner in this episode where Nadia finds a human who looks just like a love affair she had with a human who was beheaded, as we learn later from having sex with her. So she spies on this guy while he masturbates and takes photos of him. As you do.
I really did not expect it to go there for cable television.
I mean, it didn't show anything.
No, you could see his hand motions.
That's enough.
It's suggestive.
It's cable TV, really. They can get away with a lot more.
The show's a dick dong.
She uses a flash camera and completely alerts him to it.
And he's looking around all confused. But then she confronts him on the street a little bit later, and he's surprisingly okay with all of the random crazy stuff she's saying.
Yeah, the normies on this show seem to have a very weird look at things. Very weird tolerance for things.
Yeah, most of them aren't at all perturbed by these weird people.
They just think they're just
it is New York, so
slightly weird men and women just kind of, I met someone that weird before. It's normal.
Yeah, it's Staten Island. Of course there's a weird person walking around.
Mm. Yeah, they're all psychopaths there.
Yeah, it's New York. What else is new? Anyway, so they bring the virgins back. We get a bit where they're in where they're shopping, and Nandor mistakes crepe paper for creepy paper, and buys a whole bunch of it. Everyone is unimpressed when he strews it around the house. So the Baron finally comes out, and he's this decrepit.
It's a very good effect, and it's very actually kind of creepy when he came out of the coffin.
Yeah. He's played by a guy who was always under a ton of makeup, Doug Jones.
Isn't he a politician, Doug Jones?
There's a politician named Doug Jones, but there's also Doug Jones, the dude who was in Pan's Labyrinth.
That can't be.
Oh, Guillermo del Toro.
Yes.
Every name.
Because Guillermo del Toro was in it and not directing it.
Swanson, when you try to log in with a taken name, it says the name's taken. There can't be two people with the same name.
That's how life works.
No, he's Doug Jones, and the politician is Doug Jones too.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, he's also the fish in Shape of Water.
So
you know he's sexy.
You know he knows how to do mouth stuff.
I thought you were going to say knows how to swim.
Yeah, the Baron apparently is very good at mouth stuff.
Because he has no genitals. As we can see, because he's entirely nude.
Yeah. Anyway, he is... He immediately drinks a familiar, which freaks Guillermo out. And then the Baron orders them to take over Staten Island.
Yeah, he kills the familiar, and they're just like, whoa, gnarly. And Guillermo's just horrified the entire time.
I love the little bit where Nandor's like, oh, look, Guillermo, they're killing his familiar.
Kinda creepy.
But yeah, the Baron orders them to take over Staten Island. And then he goes back to bed. And presumably will awaken at some point.
Who knows?
Who's to say? Perhaps at the finale? Anyway, poor Guillermo is thanked for all of his work and finally gets his reward. Nandor made him a glitter painting.
He basically got cucked.
He's teasing you with the idea of being a vampire. Because he draws him as a vampire, we just won't let him actually be one.
I made you a vampire. I just like it because he's been saying that he's going to make him a vampire. And so he did. The best part is this idea, which is a runner throughout the episode, and is finally made clear in this ending, where Nandor's like, you've given me 2 years of service. And he's like, no, 10. And he's like, that long? It feels like the vampires have no clear sense of time, because why would you when you're immortal?
Yeah.
Which might explain why they're so incredibly lazy. There's also a really good line that I didn't say earlier, which is when they're doing, I think, the first interview with Laszlo, and he's mentioning that they came to North America after being driven out because they didn't like the color of their skin. and also that they ate people. That he says, we were sent to go tackle America, but as you can see, the place is fucking massive. It's a very good line delivery.
America has a lot of space on it.
It turns out it's hard to take it over.
So the result is they're not even doing anything at all.
Well, they do try to take over it in a certain way, which leads us to our second episode. So yeah, they're worried because they don't want the Baron to, murder them again. And we get them trying to have this meeting where they decide what they're going to do because they need to take over at least Staten Island. And Colin interrupts or enters and says that he could help him with that, actually. And he takes them to a city council meeting. Which is, that's a fun gag.
It's his favorite haunt, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I mean, what better place to drain the energy of people than a city council meeting?
Yeah, and I wasn't as keen on this episode.
Yeah, this episode's a little bit of a little more of a mishmash, but everything with the city council is pretty much worth it. Like anytime they're in the chamber, is pretty perfect. The little bit where
I was saying that I was kind of mad that they were so passive aggressive after just murdering that person on the fly in the first episode. But I guess that's the problem with the TV series. You can't, shake things up too quickly. So them doing politically motivated murders would probably be a no-no.
Also, they clearly don't want to.
Oh.
They want to just take control of it by using these other people. Because Nandor suggests just murdering them, and they say that you can't do that because... But I do like this scene in the city council where Colin just sort of goes up and adjusts the microphone and annoys everybody immediately, and then goes on a long tirade about what needs to be changed in the block that he lives on.
Yeah, that's fun.
Anyway, we get some bits here about Laszlo and Nandor both have ideas on how to win the city council over to their side and take over the city.
Yeah, it's fun bits like Laszlo drawing in a bunch of raccoons by playing a flute.
Yeah, by playing a charming flute recital for some raccoons.
I was kind of hoping the raccoons would just become his companions.
No, it was totally worth it to just have the lady come out and there's just a pile of dead raccoons.
That's how you win someone over.
Yeah. What I like about this episode is that it shows that the vampire's powers actually work. It's just that they're really bad at implementing them. Laszlo makes the lady forget their first encounter. And then, to the point where she doesn't know who killed these raccoons and thinks it's MI-13 or MS-13.
The secret branch of British intelligence, MI-13.
Well, that's what gangs do nowadays, is they just kill wild animals.
It's true, that's how you know.
Some say it's an upgrade from killing people. But others disagree.
Nandor, of course, sends a message to Doug Peterson. Across the ether. The ether, yeah. And he sends him a message.
Basically brainwashes him.
Yeah, brainwashes him, and so after this lady is mentioning that she's been threatened with these dead raccoons, Doug Peterson immediately goes on this amazing rant. The guy who plays this Doug Peterson, he really goes all in.
It's like a clickhole sketch became reality.
Yeah, pretty much. And he threatens to murder everybody and keeps saying that there's a looming threat in the distance, and that they'll all soon know. While
wrestling with the bailiff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he did not grab the bailiff's gun.
The best part is that it cuts to the vampires as they're all sort of reacting to it, and Colin just has the biggest smile on his face the entire time. It's great. There's also a bit with Nadia and one of the female LARPers who she turns into a vampire, which I'm sure won't have any drastic repercussions.
Vampirination! Vampirination!
Yeah, they should all become vampires. Everybody.
I don't know about that, Swanson. That sounds like it could be a little bit of a problem.
This is how we implement communism, because once everyone's vampires, we'll all have to suck each other's bloods instead of.
I don't think vampires can do that though. At least not in this series.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll just die. Vampires don't have blood.
Oh, that's also good.
I think they have blood, but they can't absorb each other's energy.
Yeah, sure. Also, how do you become... I wonder how you become an energy vampire.
I think you're like just an eldritch being who came down to our plane of existence to sow misery.
Oh, we do learn in that first episode, because the ending to that episode is that Colin has drained the humans of their energy, which means they no longer have any nutritional value. So you can't. I guess you can't eat an energyless human. So Stairmaster's safe.
Yes.
That's really horrifying.
They also have there's also a shout out in the first episode of the Stairmaster.
Oh yeah.
Where they mention that they want to remove him.
As they should. And as you should.
Anyway, yeah, so this lady becomes a vampire, and that's kind of the end of that plot for this episode.
Yeah, that's a cliffhanger.
Yeah. It's short. This second episode's a little short on plot, but it's pretty funny.
I like the bit where he's on the microphone at the council meeting and just like threatening them and talking way too close to the microphone.
Yeah.
And then they mention that there's a better time for him to suggest his thoughts on how to improve the city. And Guillermo like takes notes for him. And they're like, "Do you have a computer?" And like Guillermo nods for him. Yeah, it's good. Anyway, that's about it for what we do in the shadows. Any final thoughts?
You're good.
That's a tune in from me.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I'll give it a tune in.
You can go watch it. Yeah.
All right. So that's a tune in for what we do in the shadows. And that's about it for this week's episode of the show.
Hold on. What do they do in the shadows?
Presumably vampire stuff. Vampire shit.
All that sucking and fucking.
That's
My
right.
man knows. He laughing. He laughing because he know.
All right, so that's it for this week's episode of the show. You can find us on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at Jesse Swanson.
I'm on Twitter at Stairmaster2.
No Twitter.
No Twitter?
No
follows.
Twitter.
No likes.
You can also find the show on Twitter at TV Tuners and use the hashtag TV Tuners, and we'll give a glance at what you're saying.
And hashtag show me that dick dong.
Yep. We also have an email address. If you have any quips, comments, questions, foresights, or otherwise, you can send them to us at tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com. What's that email, Kiorein?
gamegrabberspodcast@gmail.net.
No.
That's right.
A chill went down my spine just now.
Whoa, bro, you gotta calm down about that.
No!
All right, and yeah, we're on all of your favorite podcatchers of your choice. Apple, Google Play, Stitcher, all of them. You can give us a review, give us 5 stars. It'll help the podcast get noticed, and we'd appreciate it. And make sure you're subscribed while you're at it.
And yell at your friends.
Tell them, watch and listen.
And learn.
And learn. A lot of people don't talk about how much you learn when you listen to an episode of TV Tuners. It's a learning podcast.
What have we learned today?
Nothing.
I learned that death is the only answer to our.
You learn that every week.
Yeah. To be fair, it is the best lesson.
What'd you learn, Keo?
I learned that my associates have plans.
Whoa.
Oh, I learned that monkeys are only mentioned in the Bible once.
When?
In the Book of Kings.
Not even during the flood.
No.
I learned that recording episodes out of order is strange and weird. You shouldn't do it.
Well, it's time to record that segment.
Yeah, I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Anyway, that's it for this week's episode of the podcast. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye!
For more TV goodness. Bye. It's over.
Was initiated.
It's died.